Score Herbert. So it's come to this. Fox Hunt Disc 3. We gotta finish the fight. We gotta do this.
Oh, we do, don't we?
Yep. If not us, no one else. No one else is gonna take up this challenge. It has to be us.
Well, we gotta see what happens to Jack Foxhunt.
Yeah,
himself.
I like him so much. He's just... I want to see him succeed. I want to see him find love. I want to see him get rich. He deserves to be rich.
I want to see him die.
Well, we're gonna see a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
All right.
Let's get this started. Do you want to retrieve your game? Not really.
No, let's let it fall into the ocean.
By the way, I got rid of most of my saving and loading during this part. I did die a lot. This is an edited version of Disc 3.
Ooh.
All my friends are here.
Well. Look who joined the bad guys.
You never did know the score, Jack. We're the good guys.
Excuse me if I'm a little fuzzy on this good-bad thing.
Jack, it's the Russians that are trying to stop all this.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, we're not.
We're not.
Whoops.
Again, an actual joke.
Mm-hmm. It could be funny when it tries.
Mm-hmm.
You punch like a girl, Francis.
As a villain, I've seen worse. He has some personality to him.
I like Francis, Frank, but I am them, so you know.
Mm-hmm. You always wear mittens.
Oh God, all the time. Everyone's like, how do you type in the Twitch chat with your mittens on? And I reply with because no one can I've got mittens on.
So if you watched the Allens do the hokey pokey earlier, that's what you needed to get out of that trap. Actually, I don't think you need to even watch that video, but whatever.
Yeah, Chekhov's hokey pokey.
Looks like you're the dummy, Fremont. You got us the final disc.
Final disc with the launch code. If you guys are so smart, why is it 90 degrees and both you guys are wearing turtlenecks?
Why, I oughta...
Oh, they don't insult their wardrobe.
Oh, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jack knows how to fight.
How?
He learned. He put on the suit.
Oh, and he got his secret powers, like with Venom, or whatever.
Yeah. No, it's like that Jackie Chan movie, The Suit.
Oh, God.
No, it was the tuxedo.
Like... No, it was Around the World in 80 Days.
It was one of those, yeah. Anyway, welcome to Disc 3. It's nothing but a lot of fights. A lot of fights and the worst in-game segment possible. This is a real downer if you put in the time to actually play through this game. Now, I started with a failed playthrough of this. What you gotta do is you gotta fight both Allens. One of them's over here, and at any time you can turn around and start fighting the other one. But if you lose too much health, this happens.
Just like...
They kick your ass.
He died.
Good ending.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good endings in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Restoring game. Okay, this is the full playthrough of what it takes for a successful fight against the Allens in real time.
Alright. So this ought to be quick and easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Jack is super strong. He's learned all of his cool spy moves.
He's put on Jackie Chan's tuxedo, and now he is
he's
Jackie
doing,
Chan's
he's
tuxedo.
doing the Mortal Kombat sweep kick there. Studied on the set of MK. Stood in front of Midway's brick wall or whatever. So it's a lot of this. And like I said before, I'm sure I said that during the stream, the fighting sucks in this game.
It looks like it.
The instruction manual leads you to think that you need to memorize the clips, and like if a certain clip plays, you need to hit block or punch or something. Mm-hmm. Not the case whatsoever. From what I can tell, to succeed, you need to push an attack button as soon as possible after the enemy's attacking video starts playing. So the second they go into action, you gotta hit an action. And if you do it soon enough, like within a required time frame that I don't know, then you attack your opponent. If you don't, you get your ass kicked.
That sounds extremely easy.
It's really unintuitive and not something you'd expect to do at first, so you're going to get your ass kicked a lot and not really know why. And that's a big frustration in this game.
So you kind of have to like practice over and over to really pick it up?
No. It was entirely a gimmick, and once you know that gimmick, you can get by it really easily. But if you try to play normally, acting like this is a regular video game, you'll just get screwed over and over and over again. It literally is just about pushing the buttons as fast as possible. And as bad as this fight is, and as long as this fight is, there's one even longer and even worse coming up. I'm sure you remember it if you happen to see the live stream of when this happened.
Oh, I hate that fight.
I was at that fight for a good 20 minutes before I cursed and cut the stream. But here you'll get to see not only what it looks like when you succeed at that scene, but I'll give you tips and tricks on how to beat it yourself. Here we go.
Ow! Ow! Stop repeating me. Repeating me.
Bye, Allens.
Rip to the Allens.
So that fight took a fucking long time, and the fights are going to get even longer after this. If you take enough damage during those fights, you lose, and you gotta start over, and I don't like thinking about it. But we got the disc back. That's what's important.
Die, Fremont. Give it a break, Fred. Before I have to.
It's our buddy.
Wait, what is he doing here? Are you at home?
He surprised us. He ambushed us.
I guess.
How does a loser like you get a hold of this thing?
Well, I'm a spy. You know, my pathetic life is just a cover.
So, where's the fancy cars? The beautiful women?
No car, lost the woman somewhere and guaranteed our own nuclear destruction.
Bummer. Hey, is this CD your clue?
Yeah, it's over.
Ladies, our secret weapon has arrived.
How you doing, Coach? Not quite. I think they decoded something and crossing the X and the Y pins. Fremont.
What?
Fremont. Here.
Oh. So, Humonga Corp hired you to throw us off the trail.
Gadfly and Goodfoot. Bad acting, bad wardrobe, and bad luck for you. There is a fourth disc. Try Ambassador Hotel, Wilshire Boulevard.
You got a car, Freddy? Yeah. You keep the XBT 5000. I'll get a ride.
Okay, we've pinpointed the enemy's location somehow.
I guess.
Time to finish this game.
Wait. Right here.
I want to know how we escaped to go back home.
Well,
we did, alright?
we would have needed a couple more discs for that. Meanwhile, on the set of Batman Forever.
Thank you very much for handing over final disc.
What's with all this?
The new world order will be based on software. Planes, tanks, missiles, all are obsolete. Ideas, entertainment is where the real power lies. With Hollywood gone, where will the world get the entertainment and software that it craves?
YouTube.
In Russia, there are brilliant scientists, engineers, software designers, writers, actors, directors.
BitTorrent trackers.
Starving. In a few moments, all will be thriving.
eDonkey.com, Mr. Fremont.
Rules with ideas rules the world.
Where?
My country, of course.
It'll never work.
It already has. 3/4 of all the world's modems are hooked to this building. Soon.
That's where they
world
go.
will experience
Oh.
its most bizarre and horrible nuclear accident yet. A lone missile will be launched from Russia by mistake. And 30 minutes later, all telecommunications will be switched from the United States to Moscow.
Okay, it'll work. Why are you telling me this?
It's customary in American entertainment for bad guy to tell good guy what he's doing just before he kills him.
You forgot. The good guy always wins.
Not this time.
See, Jack, they typically don't, actually.
Yeah. Alright, and then we cut to this scene, where you fight a caveman, Turbo from American Gladiators, and a guy with a glaive.
So you mentioned this. He's in virtual reality right now, right?
I think so? They kind of glossed over that.
They glossed over a lot of things.
They ran out of budget or video or disk space or something, and we got to piece together what we got. So I hate Jack, so what we're going to see first is all three of these guys killing him.
Cool.
This happened naturally over the course of about 20 playthroughs. It took me about 20 tries to get this right. So he was killed by each character at least once.
Okay, so first comes Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone, or Captain Caveman, as we called him during the stream.
Oh, yes, yes.
The people who were unfortunate enough to see this live, we came up with names for these guys. This is Turbo from American Gladiators.
It's
Not
really...
actually Turbo.
Oh,
you got
damn.
really excited when I said that
You
during the
did,
stream.
and I got excited once more because I completely forgot it's not actually Turbo.
It still could be. I
It's
haven't
Turbo
confirmed
Light.
it isn't. But he's there, and he can kick your ass just as well as anyone else. He's got some pretty funny animations. Thanks, Turbo. I always liked you better than Nitro.
And... Holy shit, you are fucking dead.
Yeah, a lot of pounding, a lot of crunches.
Now they're all teaming up to murder you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Nice hair, too.
Miss me. No, you didn't.
Oh, that wacky Jack.
Oh,
Always
Jack.
getting murdered. Alright, and here's a guy we came to call Weapon Lord.
Oh yeah, Weapon Lord! I love him!
Yep. Weapon Lord, Captain Caveman, and Turbo from American Gladiators. People saw me try this scene probably 10 times before I gave up. And unless you know that trick that I described a few minutes ago, this fight is impossible, even if you push the right buttons.
You missed.
That one I didn't record all of because I was pissed off at losing for like the 15th time. Okay, I think here is a successful segment of this. So this is in real time, how long this takes. So you're standing in a circle. You can push left or right to switch between these three guys. You can fight them all at once. But I'm using that technique I described before where like the instant the video starts, you push a button. For the caveman, I beat him using nothing but kicks. For Turbo, I beat him with nothing but punches. And the glaive guy, it was nothing but blocks. So that's how you beat this part.
Okay.
You just gotta be quick enough. You can try pushing the other buttons, you'll lose a lot, you'll get upset. But that's how you beat this. And it's Caveman, Turbo, Weapon Lord, in that order.
These are good hints for anyone who wants to attempt the hell known as Fox Hunt.
I wouldn't recommend it. This is, if nothing else, a warning. Please watch this. You don't need to play through the rest of the game. And I'm going to show you all the endings at the end of this.
Everything the Retro Pals does is a warning.
I do it for you, to save you. Because this isn't any fun. It looks like it's going to be fun on Disc 1, and then it just isn't. Still, at this point, you got to see how it all shakes out. You got to see what happens to Jack. And here's him somehow kicking Weapon Lord's ass.
I can't believe you figured out how to finally beat Weapon Lord.
And it's incredibly stupid. It makes no sense. I kept trying to like overanalyze it, like, is this a mechanic layered on another mechanic? How complex is this? No, it's even stupider than you can possibly imagine.
I was gonna say it's Fox Hunt. It has to be real stupid.
And here's a great part. If you don't kill them all quickly enough, they can start getting back up. I don't know how much health they regain, but fights can take a pretty long time.
go down.
We're hitting the 50-minute mark, I think, here for this one fight. I really was... it took me like an hour to beat this fight the other day when I recorded this.
I am so sorry.
Again, it's for you, so you don't have to do this. You, Alex, you, the people, you, Turbo. Turbo, you just want to see the game you were in without having to play it? It's right here.
Nice going, Jack.
Where the hell have you been?
I've been keeping an eye on you, old boy.
You mean you could have killed all those guys?
Yes. Duck.
Oh, I guess this isn't virtual reality.
Okay, Mr.
Oh,
Stark,
damn.
with all the answers.
You just killed
Where's
Turbo.
Lisa?
The last I heard, she was in the red room.
Rip Turbo.
Thanks.
There's Captain Caveman.
And
the
Weapon
Weapon
Lord.
Lord. All dead. Jack has a perfect kill record. Anyway, welcome to the arcade.
Oh, nice. We can spend those quarters we found here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Taco.
I want to know what's on their shirts. They're all wearing the same white shirt. What's on it?
Probably some Street Fighter thing. This whole segment's Street Fighter themed.
I guess that makes sense. It is Capcom.
Cool graphics.
Hey! I guess
Yeah.
it was in here.
It shows up in-game, but not full frame. That's the high score screen from 19XX. I'm a nerd.
Crafty.
All you need
Yeah.
to do is to verify my
Oh, God.
DNA on the screen. Have a nice day.
DNA verification required. DNA. Final ignition sequence commenced. Final ignition sequence commenced.
Good job, Jack.
Final ignition.
Hey, Jack. You looking for someone? Huh, Jack? Actually, I'm next in line for Street Fighter. I'm just waiting for Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude? Oh, man, this is high score Herbert. Yeah.
High score Herbert.
He's a world champion of this game.
Way to go, HF.
He's not gonna respond. Not until he gets the high score. And then 500,000 volts. Yeah, that's electrical current, man. It's gonna go through these walls.
It's not the volts, but the amps. That will.
This makes sense.
So, if you're good at Street Fighter, she gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
For keeps.
Yep, he assembled the world's best Street Fighter players to form a ludicrous death trap
Wait, I
for
gotta...
Jack Fremont's girlfriend.
I have a real stupid question. Street Fighter has a scoring system?
It does, but nobody really focuses on that.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody focuses on it now.
Plus, they were showing a high score screen from a shoot 'em up, which makes more sense, but... Anyway, yeah, that's the story. And, as usual, I'm going to include a failure reel here, so you can see what happens if you get beaten in the final fight against Frank. It's actually pretty good. License music time.
I am the king of luxury handwear.
I love him.
Yeah. That's my bush. This might be my favorite scene in the game. I think it is. The music just sells it.
Fucking rules.
Yeah.
You lose.
We have to stop meeting like this.
And so they both get electrocuted. That's not fair to her. She doesn't deserve it. She's like normal.
Yeah.
She can stick around. He's the only one who fucking sucks.
Well, she was CIA.
Yeah, it's true.
Who turned traitor to join the Russians.
But then turned untraitor to unjoin the Russians.
Bye, Frank. It's taking off. Alright, let's get into this. Let's recap the story for a second. So
Okay.
we were chasing after the fox, who was the creator of all these terrible Russian TV shows to demoralize the planet, but everyone ended up loving him and now he wants credit. He was killed on disc 1, like immediately. He had a disc, 1 of 2. The second disc is in the hands of the Wolf, who I think is Russian KGB or some sort of organization?
Okay.
Maybe the mob, actually. It's never really explained. But yeah, that's who we've been chasing for disc 2 and 3, the Wolf. And he's who we're going to have a final showdown with in a second.
Now, what do we need these discs for?
Oh, right. Yeah. The guy said he wanted credit and money or else he would launch some nuclear missiles at Los Angeles. The codes to abort that launch are on the discs.
Oh.
Hey. 1, 2. That 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
Wow, last job.
And so the cowardly Jack took out our hero, Frank.
I don't have a date. Do you want to dance with me? I love your hair. I do, I love your hair.
What did he do there?
Nice going, Jack.
He,
Oh, nice going, Jack. No more talking. No more
And there he goes, our nemesis Frank.
Final ignition sequence.
Now, a second ago, we tried to access the abort codes, but we couldn't.
Oh, I'm alive. Oh, thank God. Oh, my... Oh, no. Oh, my God. I broke a nail. I could just die.
The dignified death that Frank deserves.
God.
So we couldn't abort the nuclear launch, but our CIA friend can.
What do you think?
Well, she's government official, so.
Congratulations. Launch aborted. The scan indicates a standard deviation of 1094. Hello, Lisa. I know this is difficult to understand, but I wanted credit for all my shows. So I came up with this obviously flawed scheme to get my money. I am sorry for all the years I have missed it, but I couldn't be more proud of my only daughter.
Oh.
Even if she is CIA.
Yep, the Fox's daughter. Our ninja girlfriend. Does she have a name? Probably.
Yeah, sorry if we don't remember.
Well dressed.
I think it's Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. Yeah, he just said it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Danny.
Evie boy.
Thanks, AT&T.
AT&T saves the day.
You've been swindled. Those are merely brine shrimp.
I love that show.
Look, I need my family. These people are clearly Eurasian. You appear to be Caucasoid. Looks like you're adopted, dummy.
It fell apart after the third season.
It was canceled after 2, you idiots.
Oh.
Okay, that's something I would do.
Yeah. And you'd get someone shot over it.
Yes, I'd get you shot. Someone would be like, oh, I really...
Actually, Small Wonder ran for 2 seasons.
I finally get my chance.
I wish I knew how long Small Wonder ran for. Too long.
This never happened to the other fella.
Not so fast, wolf guy.
You're out of bullets. I counted your shots.
I picked up an extra one along the way.
That's what you need the bullet for.
Oh.
Literally right at the end. And he gets away anyway.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Must be the weather.
Oh, Danny.
Anyway, it's time for Sewer Shark. And no, I'm not joking.
Wait, no. You are joking, right?
Frankly, I haven't got the slightest idea.
You'd think. That would be a pretty funny thing to say, but no, it's the truth.
Hey, why don't you just let him go?
You kidding me? That guy alone tried to kill me over a dozen times.
For the last 10 minutes of the game, it turns into Sewer Shark.
Oh, no, you aren't kidding.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this is a simulation of what'll happen the first time you see the segment. You see some tunnels in front of you. You push left or right to go left or right. If you don't push anything, he bonks his head, and you have to repeat that segment. You can do that a lot. I think if you do it too much, you automatically die. So anyway, you go through the tunnels. You're wondering, what the hell is this? What am I doing? Better keep going through these tunnels. It'll eventually explain itself, right?
I would think so, yeah.
So you think, okay, it's gonna make sense any second now. And then you die.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is the worst segment of the game. It's infinitely more complex than you'd think. It makes you think that it isn't, and the instructions in the instruction manual are wrong. They are, in fact, incorrect. If you follow them, you won't get anywhere. Alright, so here's what's happening. Try and picture this scene in your mind's eye. A series of tubes, if you will, much like the internet. You're traveling down them, going left and right, and the entire time behind you is the wolf and his sunglass-wearing compatriots. I don't know who they are. They're just goons. So what you do, you gotta push left or right. It literally doesn't matter. You'd think that that's the most important choice you can make, but no, as long as you push left or right, it's fine. At any time... Let me try to explain this. Each tunnel segment is divided up into two parts. The part where you change lanes, like there, and an interstitial part that shows you in the lead-up to where you push left or right. During the interstitial part, you can push down in order to look behind you. If there's some flashing behind you, you need to take some evasive maneuvers. And also during that interstitial scene, you can push up to twist around in the tunnel and avoid the gunfire. If you see a dude in front of you, you can push X to fire your gun. And that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It's fun. Are you keeping up with me so far?
As best as I can.
So when you enter each segment, yeah, you have to hit down to look behind you, and if there's someone behind you, you gotta hit up and then quickly go left or right. And the thing is, what caught me about this segment and took me about an hour to beat the first time is the fact that I thought you could only do one action during those interstitial scenes. Like, you could either look behind you, or flip, or shoot. It's not the case. You can actually do all three. So, unlike every other segment in this game, during an interaction segment, you can interact with it up to 3 times, layering up to 3 different mechanics on top of each other. And at some points, you'll need to look behind, then loop, then hit the fire button to hit a guy in front of you. It can get that complex. Once you know that you can do that, this part is piss easy. You just keep looping, you'll never get hit, and eventually you'll get behind the wolf and you'll be able to shoot him once, at which point the game will end.
Cool.
So I made that sound all nice and concise, but if you tried to play this on your own, it's a nightmare. I don't recommend it. I really don't.
Yeah, I remember you playing this for the first time before the stream, and it seemed like the worst thing on earth.
Yeah, Alex watched me do a rehearsal stream for this, and everything went mostly okay. And then we streamed, and we ended up in the Rob Lowe infinite loop. I guess at the end here we should cover some frequently asked questions. The video quality, it really is that bad. It really has all that vertical tearing. The audio has all those skips and pops in it. We ripped video direct from the CD itself to confirm that.
Yes.
We also ripped the video in order to get all the different endings. There are up to 10, depending on which items you pick up, which choices you make. I say choices, but it's more like things just happen to you in this game. But there are 10 of them. We're going to see them just before the mega happy super best ending, which is the ending I got in this playthrough. So after we take down the wolf here, we'll be getting some pretty miserable endings about what Jack deserves.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to see him win, as much as I hate to say that.
Oh.
But before that, you gotta play Sewer Shark, and you gotta play a lot of Sewer Shark. This segment, I think you can beat it in 8 minutes. If you take more than 10, you automatically blow up, and you have to start over. And this, I think, really summarizes all the worst parts of FMV. It takes you all the way back to Sewer Shark, even. And through the rest of the game, it has such nonsensical logic, non-interactive gameplay, just all the sins that everyone hates about these games. This is just a complete summary.
So you'd say it's like a showcase of the worst of FMV games?
It really is, yeah, and especially in the fact that it was one of the final ones released. It was built off of what came before, so it's just this massive tower of shit.
God, this just goes on, doesn't it?
It really does. And again, you make one wrong move. Alex saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You blow up, you gotta start over. And this entire time, this guy's laughing at you. If that sounds fun,
not at all.
You can pick up a copy of this game for way more than it's worth. This is a very rare PS1 game.
Oh, no.
I don't think we addressed that. It's not a year one game. It's just after year one. It was just after they switched away from long boxes. It has a standard double-sized jewel case release. It's 3 discs. Pretty hard to find because they didn't make many of them. There was apparently going to be a Saturn version. It was canceled. That's really unfortunate. I would love to have this on Saturn.
Yeah, little better quality maybe.
Yeah, use that Duck Corporation codec. And there is the PC version, which supposedly is superior.
And there is the edited together movie version of this.
Right, yeah, we brought that up during the stream during this part. Yeah, this was released on DVD in Italy. And I think there's a downloadable version somewhere, but it's a Russian dub. So if there's an English version of that movie, do let me know.
It's fucking over.
But in the meantime, it's over. We've beaten the game.
He's all yours. The name is Jack. Jack Fremont.
Did he say yak?
Yeah.
Jack, I've received an offer from my superiors. If you're ever seeking employment...
If I live, let's talk.
You can't let that guy go. He's killed over 100 people, destroyed over 15. You're kidding, right?
Oh, he's a gamer. I can't let him die.
Certified gamer, this says.
A license to kill.
Oh, and a license to kill.
A license to no-scope headshot. What the hell?
It's getting really brazen.
He fucking sucks.
Fremont, if it's the last thing I do.
Have fun in prison. Your dance guy.
What's with those lady putty patrols?
I guess they were also under arrest?
I guess. Putty
Okay.
patrol will not stand.
And here, if you didn't pick up an item, your girlfriend will die, and that results in losing the girl and getting a bad ending. But I saved her.
You crafty son of a...
How's it going?
Let's fuck on the floor of this arcade.
No.
Guys caught her dead. Pretty much usual.
Don't fuck Jack.
Thanks.
So, what about me?
I don't know. I can't wait to find out. Shall we?
Alright.
But first,
Intern yet.
here's our collection of endings. First, the bad ones. So this one is if you save the world and get the girl, but you don't get the money.
So, what do you want to tell me? Jack, you saved the world. Defeated the wolf, cleaned up the CIA. I mean, what else is there?
I'm broke.
Oh.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
Do you have enough for bus fare?
And the story comes full circle. Honestly, an appropriate end. No one had to get annihilated by nuclear missile. And
That's
Jack's a
fine.
loser.
Yeah.
This one, you saved the world. I think you didn't get the girl, and I think you got the money.
Hey, Fred.
Thanks for the job, Fremont.
Don't mention it.
You alone? Where to?
You might as well take me home.
God.
And as I said in the stream, I like this ending because it establishes this guy as the Kato to Jack's Inspector Clouseau.
Kick his ass.
Yeah, and it ends with his ass getting kicked.
I bet Jack has the literal worst TV tropes account of all time.
Oh, it's just insufferable.
This troper page is just hell.
Alright, here's if you save the world, but you don't get the money or the girl.
I hereby arrest you for everything.
I just saved the world.
Excuses, excuses.
Once again, she looks like a guest appearance from the Miniskirt Police.
Yep. Add it to the wiki. Games featuring Miniskirt Police. At least 2 of them are actually called Miniskirt Police. Alright, and here are the worst endings, where you don't save the world.
It's good work, Jack. Thank you. Bit of bad luck, though. Those missiles are on their way.
Anything we can do?
Nothing. Oh, glass of wine?
Thank you.
Lovely Merlot.
1966. Spring harvest. Thank you.
And if you saved her, she shows up.
Jack. I thought I'd never see you again.
Well, in another 2 minutes, you won't.
Bummer.
Glass of wine.
Jack, I checked your Disc Troper page and it said you got your dick stuck in a toilet seat. How did you do that?
Okay.
This is just a list of things you've gotten your dick stuck in.
Fridge, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
One question, Jack. Where's all the money?
I snaked it. I'm worth over $500 million.
Good show.
You can't take it with you.
Goodbye, Jack.
Yep. Glum ending, and you get to see him make out.
Ugh, no thank you.
Well, we lost Los Angeles. But at least we didn't lose the money.
Good show. Bye.
Here it is again.
I don't
These are all variations, and coming up here is, I think, a blooper cut that doesn't actually show up in the game. I think it's one of the next 2 scenes.
One other question, Jack. Where's all the money?
I snaked it. I'm worth over $500 million.
Gonna buy so many Funko Pops.
All of them. I'm gonna build that wall of Funko Pops.
Other than losing Los Angeles, at least we didn't lose the money.
Good show.
Merlot. It's the same one, Spring 66.
Spring 66. It's very tasty on the taste buds.
How did you know that?
Well, you see, there was years that I was practicing wine tasting up in the French Alps. And for years after that, I went to the California vineyards.
Yeah?
Yes.
And then you turned 17, right?
Yes, then I turned 17 and my whole life changed.
Uh-huh. Your bald straw makes a difference.
And that's one of the better endings you can get. Actually, I don't think you can get that one. But here's the best ending. Got the money, got the girl, saved the world, and you got this car.
Nice car.
Double sunglasses.
Oh, so cool.
That's how cool we are in this ending. Great sound quality there.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. Problem.
Uh-huh.
Not enough papaya.
Sorry.
Hello, Jack.
Okay, Chauncey. Where are ya?
Jack, it's the president on the line.
The president?
Jack, Lisa, I just want you to know that the free world can't thank you two enough for all that you've... Hey, what is that? Are you two making out? Cut that out.
Hey, Jack! Forget something? No one expects the marauding Avenger, 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 Avenger.
And
Wait.
so our new life begins as a constantly brawling threesome.
I
Good
mean,
ending.
you know, if that's your bag, I guess that's
It's a
your
very
bag.
specific
but
set of interests that happens to intersect. That's what they're into.
the polyamorous wrestling lifestyle.
Polyamorous Wrestling Association, the PWA. Alright, that's kind of a happy ending. The world didn't get destroyed. Jack's happy, that kind of sucks. But that's the end of Fox Hunt. Goodbye, Fox Hunt.
Goodbye.
And this is your reward. Game over. Congratulations.
Not even credits,
it.
huh?
No credits. Yeah, we ripped those videos earlier thinking that Blake's blank screen earlier was credits, but no. It just cuts to black and then it says game over.
Yeah, there's no credits at all. It's so weird.
No room whatsoever. They only had room for that giant file that all the videos were in and nothing else. So that's Fox Hunt. We're one of the rarer PS1 games, one that's not often seen, and now you know why.
It's bad.
It's very bad.
I'm sorry, my ability to talk went away because it's bad.
This game makes you stupider. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the entire thing. That's all 10 endings. There's also a death reel here on YouTube you might want to see. Check that out if you want to see Jack get his ass kicked some more.
Ah, satisfying.
Alex, what was your favorite part?
I would have to say, oh god, all the, as much as it looked like it was a pain in the ass to play, I really liked all the Rob Lowe's.
Yeah, that shooting part wasn't so bad compared to the other ones, and the sheer ludicrousness of having to fight an army of Rob Lowe's. That's a pretty good high point.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I think I like the part where you save yourself with the taco.
That was pretty good too. I really like that, you know.
That's pure adventure game dream logic, but it all happens automatically, so you wouldn't have gotten stuck there. He would just used his taco no matter what. So good it'll save your life. Indeed. Anyway, to sum things up, I'm hungry!